Welcome to episode 1, my quarter life crisis. Enjoy. First things first, this actually needs to be a little bit of an intro. For those who don't know me, my name is Freddie, and for most of my life I was an athlete. I did compete in the 2016 Olympic Games, had an amazing career. Do I feel like it was my absolute calling in life? I actually don't think so. I moved from diving competition at 23 into performing on the world's biggest cruise ships with Royal Caribbean as a diver and a high diver. Fantastic job, but I stopped that about 8 to 10 months ago. Now we're really hitting big time, the quarter life crisis. But actually, to be honest, this crisis has been going on for probably the whole time I've been working with Royal Caribbean, because one thing that all athletes face is that problem from transitioning from being an athlete into, let's call it, the real world, whatever that means, right? It's a problem that all athletes go through, and I didn't have steps in place to really manage that, but I went straight into this amazing job with Royal Caribbean. So really that just sort of put that on hold, that problem. But I think I always knew in the background that this was something that I was going to have to deal with. So we're really dealing with it now. So what is the situation now? Well, I am showing off a little bit, I guess, but I am currently in Thailand, just outside of Chiang Mai, in this absolutely stunning place. And right now, if you can hear the birds, they sound great, although they go a little bit crazy at about 6 a.m. every day, so sometimes that can be a little bit of a challenge, but it's wonderfable. I've had so much headspace here, and I think this is actually one of the reasons why I'm finally deciding to try and make this YouTube channel now, is the headspace that I've had here, being able to calm down and think. But other than that, what's going on? So we're in Thailand, but me and my partner Chica, we're now on a digital nomad journey. You know, we both love traveling. I always have done, she always has done. I'm from the UK and she's from Japan. That has its own challenges, being in an international relationship. So we decided, well, what better way to solve that than to just travel together? So that's what we're doing, but how do we sustain that lifestyle? Well, currently we're not really. Our dream is to be able to work from anywhere, and we finally, I think both of us had the confidence to talk about and to say that, you know, we want to try and do things more entrepreneurial, we want to start our own businesses, and so that's what we're going for now. So I've really spent the last 6 months studying the latest tech trends as much as possible, studying AI and automation and using softwares like make.com and recently lovable.dev, for example, to try and create things. And we're actually working now on our own pieces of software, our own web applications. We're trying to create a photo AI application that's going to help performing artists, people like dancers and so on, with pictures. So that's our biggest focus right now. But we're also trying to create a language app to help Japanese people learn English, because that's something that's had a big impact in Chica's life, is learning English from 25. So that's what we're working on. So one thing I do want to include is updates on those things, and I think other episodes from this will include updates, maybe sort of how the builds are going, for example. But it's amazing, because honestly I feel now if I'm able to start creating these things, my background, it's an athlete, it's not as a software developer at all. So it's so exciting for me, and what a crazy time to be trying to do these things with all the developments. I think the bigger goal is to create income in a way that we're able to travel and sustain this kind of lifestyle and work online primarily for the time being. But really also what I want to do is I want to try and help people who've been in similar situations to me. And Chica's similar. She was an ex-athlete. She worked as a performer as well. So we want to try and maybe help those people, because part of the reason why I've called this my quarter life crisis is because it's really, really difficult. And even making the decision to do this, it's been a tough one, and it's been a long time coming, and I've been running away from it for a very long time for various reasons, and I think eventually I'll probably talk about some of those reasons. But for now, it's just more to say that I want to be able to help people in similar positions transition. So if it's applications that directly help them, or maybe just creating some kind of community, you know, I'm not really sure how that looks yet, but I'm hoping by starting this journey it will become more clear. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I realized that I just needed to get this out there. As I said, this is episode 1, and I think the journey will become more clear. But I think, you know, I want to share stuff about the builds that are going on, stuff that I'm realizing about me and what I'm sort of feeling, and stuff that's, you know, that I've learned through my journey over the years, and, you know, maybe some funny stories along the way. So we'll see how this develops, but it's very exciting to finally be here. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this journey with me. If anyone does, let's see. But either way, this is an important step for me, so let's go. Ciao.